Almost invariably, you own a cell phone, and chances are that cell phone's charged using a USB connector of some kind, whether it be a lightning cable, micro USB, or even the old 30-pin from a few years ago. Chances are that you often charge whatever devices you use with a wall plug, one that annoyingly protrudes from the wall with a wire snaking about, essentially requiring a big area devoted to charging whatever needs it at the time. To solve this problem, some guy made the thingCHARGER, which has the dumbest name and stylized title of any product I've seen in recent memory. Anyway, it sounds like a great couple of problems to solve. Open up the outlet so it can be used for something else, and get rid of the wires hanging around everywhere. Where the new problem comes in is with the execution. See, the reason thingCHARGER is a dumb product is due to the fact that it's essentially turning your device into the power brick, except it sits on top of the outlet instead of in the way. Do you know why power bricks have cables coming off of them? Or why USB cables are, well, cables? It's not because manufacturers want to waste copper on making your desk look like shit. It's because cables let you manipulate the device while you have it plugged in. That's my main problem with the thingCHARGER. If you want to be a weird niche product for people who don't know how to use power strips or for some reason need every square inch of counter space they can get, whatever. But I can't help but question how many people are willing to just leave their device on the thingCHARGER unusable for any length of time. Sure, people do leave their phones or tablets charging on a table, but they can also use the thing while it's charging. With the thingCHARGER, you can't. It's just stuck to the wall. With the thingCHARGER, you can't take a call, see your battery's low, and then plug it in to keep talking. You'd have to go get a USB cable and plug it into the bottom of the thingCHARGER, at which point it would have made more sense to just have something like those USB wall outlets that are already available and are probably cheaper than whatever the thingCHARGER is going to sell for at retail. And then there's tablet usage with the thingCHARGER. The closest thing I own to a tablet is an NVIDIA Shield, and the idea of having to stop using it to let it charge is an annoyance to say the least. But what about with an actual tablet that you're, say, watching a movie on? Or, and I would hope you don't do this, but some people do somehow, doing some kind of work on. In these cases, you either have to put the tablet on the charger and then go use something else, or just use the regular tablet charger. Again, why wouldn't you just use the tablet charger in the first place then? Some might argue that the main usefulness for the thingCHARGER comes in when you're not going to use the device for some length of time. It's just an aesthetically pleasing charging cradle. Sure, that works, but what about for the countless people who keep their phones on their nightstand? Because I can't think of a situation where you're going to put your phone down and leave it for any length of time outside of when you're sleeping, and everyone I know keeps their phone within reach. Typically, a power outlet's not going to be within reach, so you're going to need a wire coming out of the wall to the device. And then there's the problem of it only being able to charge one device at a time, barring the use of the USB ports, which is defeating the purpose of the product, unless you want to buy more and stack them. And the issue with needing to keep one in every room where you'd want to charge something, since the design is such that you'd likely use the outlets available for something that's always plugged in, like a lamp or a clock. Of course, you could always just unplug everything that's plugged into the outlet to move the thingCHARGER into another room, and then unplug everything plugged into the outlet that you're going to use so that you can plug in the thingCHARGER, and then repeat the process every day. Or you could just carry around a power brick. Or just install one of those USB outlets in every room and save yourself the trouble. Oh, and there are a couple other miscellaneous things I wanted to complain about that I couldn't think of any other way of bringing up. First, the tips that determine whether you can use micro USB, 30-pin, mini USB, because things still use that apparently, or lightning, are stored in the back of the thingCHARGER. Meaning that if you ever want to change what you're charging between your iPad or your Android phone, you have to remove the thingCHARGER from the wall. Again, bringing up that whole unplug everything from the outlet issue. Second, the campaign for some reason really hates key wireless charging, saying it's not real wireless charging. While I don't really understand why anyone uses key wireless charging either, it performs the same job as the thingCHARGER, arguably better. The appeal of wireless charging pads like the Key Standard is that you don't have to plug anything in aside from the charging pad. You just throw whatever you're charging onto the pad and it charges. The thingCHARGER complains that the wire coming from the wall to the pad defeats the purpose. But the purpose isn't to look prettier, it's for the sake of convenience, something that the designer of the thingCHARGER doesn't seem to understand. Not to mention, wireless charging pads let you charge multiple things on one pad, unlike thingCHARGER. Just saying. So me whining about how bad it is all well and good, but how do I think it should be done, since I'm so smart? Well, I think the easiest thing is to attach a retracting cable to the interchangeable tips. That way you can still use it as a charging cradle, but you can also still manipulate the device if need be. I'd also say to store the additional tips on the outside of the thingCHARGER, probably just on the sides. I don't really have a solution for the problem with moving it around, but that's just a flaw in the basic design. People are probably already aware of that. Also, just to be clear, this isn't an outright stupid product like the nifty mini drive that my hatred of has gotten me so much attention. It's just not particularly well thought out, and I think a lot of those who are jumping at funding it are thinking equally shortly. Anyway, this thing's already gotten way more money than it needs, so I don't really care about giving it whatever advertising. If you think it's a good idea, you think it'd be useful, go give them more money. I don't care. In any case, I'll see y'all next time.